everyone, welcome to Socio-Linguistic Lesson by Ajahn Narath. Today I'll be addressing the question of why English is the international language. Alright, let's get started. Okay, I want everyone to think about this question. What language is considered an international language? I come up with few popular languages for you to consider. Do these languages acquire the international status? Okay, let's keep the answer in your mind first and consider the second question. The second question is, what language is spoken by the majority of people? In other words, what language has the largest number of native speaking populations or mother tongue speakers? Do you think French has the largest native speaking populations? Because actually, aside from being spoken in France, French is also used and spoken in various parts of the world. For example, in some countries in South Africa, for example, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Madagascar, Cameroon, and Canada in North America. These countries were once colonized by the French Empire. What about English? We have heard a lot about English as an international language. And do you think that English has the largest native speaking populations? That's why it becomes an international language. I want you to combine the number of populations in the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Canada, and Scotland. I think it's very difficult to measure, right? What about Spanish? Which countries speak Spanish as an official language? I think most of them are in South America, for example, Argentina, Colombia, Peru, and Chile, and some countries in Central America, for example, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Cuba. What about Russian? Several countries use Russian as a native language or as second language. Russian is not only used or spoken in the Russian Federation but also in some post-Soviet Union countries like countries in Baltic and Caspian Sea. What about Chinese? Is it possible that Chinese has the largest native speaking populations since the number of populations in China reaches as high as 1.3 billion? What about Arabic, which is officially spoken and used in several countries in the Middle East, or German, which has the largest number of native speakers in the European Union, and it is one of the official languages in the EU? To answer this question, now, I want you guys to look at this chart which shows top 20 languages in the world by number of native speakers. You can see that Mandarin, Chinese, by far has the largest native speakers, followed by Spanish. English is even ranked the third in terms of its native speakers. Given this fact, the question arises, is Chinese the international language then because it has the largest mother tongue speakers? But I maintain that English is still an unrivaled international language, even though it does not have the largest number of native speakers. Why? Here's the explanation. Actually, what gives a certain language an international status has nothing to do with its number of mother tongue populations or native speakers. Rather, it is concerned with how internationally widespread it is used by people from all walks of life. What does it mean by being internationally widespread? First, the language has to be used in various contexts by native and non-native speakers. In the case of English, it is used much more by non-native speakers. We can see that English is used everywhere in the world, even in countries where English has no official purpose or has no institutionalized role, like in Japan, Thailand, China, or Russia. Second, it is the most popular language learned in school in every country in the world. English is considered one of the compulsory subjects languages learned in every school in the four corners of the world. Third, it is used as an international communicative medium in international interactions worldwide. For example, when you go to an international conference, when you attend an international seminar or workshop or symposium, English is used as a medium of communication. If you want to be understood by other members, make sure you speak English, right? Fourth, it is the language of worldwide publications. What does this mean? Important documents are published in English. Information information in international databases is also in English. English is said to open doors to international knowledge. To elaborate on the fourth point that I've mentioned earlier, I want you to look at this chart which reviews top 20 languages on Wikipedia. The number of articles available in English is way greater than other languages. This evidence supports the saying that English is the unrivaled international language in the world. It's been considered as the only international language in the world right now at the moment. Some scholars even describe English as the language on which the sun never sets. And the following quote excellently demonstrates how English functions as an international language. This is from Professor David Crystal in 2001. He illustrates it this way: if I speak Welsh, then I'm Welsh. It's probably true for virtually all Welsh speakers. If I speak Finnish, then I'm Finnish. Must also be largely true. If I speak Russian, then I'm Russian. Is much less true, but still predominantly so. But if I speak English, then I am, well, it proves impossible to give the sentence a sensible conclusion because you could be from anywhere. Likewise, Professor David Crystal acknowledges that English is no longer the only show in town because there are some other languages that are spoken by more native speakers like Chinese and Spanish. Nevertheless, English has achieved a genuinely international status while other languages are left behind because of the result of its special role that is recognized in every country. That's all about this issue. Remember, English is not an international language because of its mother tongue speakers. Because English has only 300 million native speakers or mother tongue speakers. But it is an international language because it is widely recognized in every domain of communication and extensively used by both native and non-native speakers to accommodate their communicative purposes. And thank you for watching. If you are interested in this topic, you can email me or talk to me personally. And if you have further questions, please don't hesitate to email me at this address. See you soon on the next video. Thank you.